On that score alone, Inec should have a sleepless night. On that score alone.
With the evidence shows in court, the tribunal had admitted that the Inec server did not suffer any glitch. Yakubu Momodu is in big trouble. I want you guys to watch these particular videos of the evidence the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi presented in the court, and the reason why they did not upload the results through the Bvas to their server. Hey, Inec chairman is going to prison. There is nothing, no two ways about it. That man is going to prison. The only thing that can save him is Bola Ahmed Tinubu remaining in power. I don't know, even if as much as that, that man is still going to prison. With all this evidence in this video, nothing can stop him from going to prison. I want you guys to watch this video with me.
We thank God that we came this far. We have closed our case. So the ball now is in the court of the respondents. That is to say, Inec, Bola Tinubu, and then his deputy, Shetima, and of course, APC. I can assure you that we are ready for their defense. Very, very ready for them to open their case on the 3rd of July. And we'll take it up from there.
Are you pleased with the witnesses called and the documents tendered and the whole long jump about INEC?
I am pleased with our presentation of our case. Certainly, you don't expect me to be pleased with the conduct of Inec, which is now in the public domain. But that notwithstanding, we still made impressive presentation. There is one fact that can never be denied, that can never, ever be denied, and that is to say, we tendered blood ballot papers, 18,088. Throughout the course of their cross-examination, there was nowhere they ever challenged those 18,088 blood results. And you know what 18,088, what they mean? You are talking about millions of voters who were denied the opportunity of Nigerians, the candidates, having their votes. You know, they voted. Their votes did not count. On that score alone, Inec should have a sleepless night. On that score alone, that 18,088 results were blood. And that is not all. That is not all. We applied to Inec for CTC, certified true copies of results. And Inec gave us certified true copies of results that are not only blood, but results that contain, instead of results, the images of vehicles, human beings, and the rest of them. I mean, and mutilations. I've never seen anything like that. Instead of results, you find images of human beings, houses, and so many other things. But let's wait for them to open their respective cases. So we'll see what happens.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
See you on the 3rd of July.
Yes, and have a restful weekend.
What I saw in these particular videos, nothing can rescue the Inec chairman from not going to prison. The court just admits that the evidence presented before them, there is nothing like the Inec server suffer from any glitch during the election. Whoa. So The wuru and katakata that this man did during this election was just too much, was too obvious. Let's watch this video. We'll be right back to do some exegesis.
The Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, concluded its case before the Presidential Election Petition Court on Friday after calling its 13th and last witness against the 50 witnesses promised in their pre-hearing schedule. Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, are challenging the victory of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima in the presidential election. Nigeria's Electoral Commission, Inec, had declared Asiwaju Bola Tinubu the winner of the 25th February election. Displeased with the results, Mr. Obi, who came third in the election, filed a petition at the court to challenge Mr. Tinubu's victory. He and his party filed a petition 20 days after Mr. Tinubu was declared president-elect. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who came second at the polls, is also challenging the election outcome separately. He also closed his case on Friday with 27 witnesses, although he had proposed to call 100. Both opposition candidates claimed the presidency, alleging that Mr. Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) did not win the election. At the resumed hearing of Mr. Obi's suit on Friday, his lead counsel, Levi Uzoku, a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, led Tanko Yunusa, a stalwart of the Labour Party, as a witness. Mr. Yunusa, a Peter Obi Presidential Campaign Council spokesperson, was cross-examined by Inec's lawyer, Kemi Pinheiro, an SAN. Mr. Tinubu and APC's lawyers, Wole Olanipekun and Lateef Fagbemi, both SANs, also took their turns to grill Mr. Yunusa during the cross-examination session. Mr. Yunusa was asked if he knew about a federal high court decision that dismissed the Labour Party suit challenging Vice President Kashim Shettima's nomination because of the alleged double nomination. He responded, no. A lawyer in Mr. Obi's legal team, Ikechukwu Ezechukwu, an SAN, invited Peter Yari to the witness box as the 13 petitioners witness in the case. Mr. Yari was a presiding officer during the presidential election in Kaduna State. He adopted his witness statement on oath. Under cross-examination by the respondent's lawyers, Mr. Yari said he had difficulty uploading the presidential election results on Inec Results Viewing Portal. At the close of his testimony, Mr. Obi's lawyer, Mr. Uzoku, told the court, "My lords, that is the petitioner's case." Afterwards, the court adjourned further hearing until 3rd July for the respondents, Mr. Tinubu, Inec and APC, to open their defense. Mr. Obi came behind Atiku with 6,101,533 votes, while Tinubu pulled over 8.8 million. Like Atiku, Mr. Obi anchored his claim on the grounds that Senator Bola Tinubu was fined $460,000 for an offense involving dishonesty, namely narcotics trafficking, imposed by the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, in case number 93C4483 between the United States of America and Bola Tinubu. He further alleged the non-qualification of Mr. Tinubu's running mate, Mr. Shettima, citing the nomination for two separate constituencies as Borno's central senatorial candidate and vice presidential candidate for the whole of Nigeria in the same election cycle. Claiming to have secured the majority of the lawful votes cast during the election, Mr. Obi called the court to declare him the president-elect and order Inec to issue him a certificate of return. He urged the court to void the certificate of return wrongly issued to Mr. Tinubu.
Of election results in evidence of Peter Obi was deleted by the Inec chairman from the Bvas. Whoa. When I see these particular videos, I know that the Inec chairman, the only person that can rescue him now, personally, is Tinubu remaining in power. If not, this man is going to prison. Whatever makes Tinubu to lose this petition Whatever make the PDP candidate, Atiku or Labour Party to win this election, the INEC chairman is going to prison for a very long time. Why will you delete somebody's data from the internet? Because you know that they won. All right, guys, I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
A cybersecurity expert, Dr. Chibuike Ugwoke, on Thursday alleged that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) uploaded the picture of a book on its results viewing portal (IREV) instead of the results of the presidential election held on February 25. Ugwoke testified before the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) sitting in Abuja as the 8th witness, PW8, in the case the candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Mr. Peter Obi, filed to nullify President Bola Tinubu's election. Though the PW8, described as an expert witness, commenced his evidence on Wednesday, the court deferred his cross-examination after the respondent complained that they needed time to study his statement on oath. At the resumed proceedings on Thursday, he was recalled to the witness box, even as all the respondents took turns to grill him before the Justice Haruna Samani-led 5-member panel of the court. Answering questions on the cross-examination, Dr. Ugwoke said he analyzed INEC's ICT infrastructure, which he termed as metadata. He told the court that the metadata described the actual information in the system. The witness said he used 12 polling units in 3 states of Bauchi, Anambra and Rivers State as focal points of his analysis, adding that he equally made reference to Benue State in his report that was tendered before the court. He told the court that the petitioners approached him on March 10 to analyze what INEC uploaded to its IREF portal after the presidential election. The witness admitted that he read Obi's petition and replies by the respondents before he wrote his final report that was tendered in evidence. He told the court that his analysis revealed that INEC officials made incorrect inputs into the IREF portal using the bimodal voter accreditation system, Bvas machines. Asked if he contacted the Labour Party to give him what should have been the actual results from the polling units, the witness said, "No, my lords, I did not." Dr. Chibuike Ugwoke said in one of the instances, the picture of a book was uploaded instead of the election results. He told the court that out of 176,846 polling units in the country, he chose only 12 based on proof of consent. On the claim by INEC that technical glitches hampered the electronic transmission of results, the witness told the court that such technological errors could be detected when testing an application before its deployment. He told the court that all he did was from his computer, adding that he was familiar with the AWS, which INEC engaged for the general election. The witness maintained that by the statement, INEC inferred that the results would equally be electronically collated. Asked if he was aware that PDP won the election in one of the polling units in Bauchi State, which he analyzed, the witness said he was not aware. Asked if he was aware that in one of the polling units in Anambra State, the LP won with 127 votes while APC scored 0, the witness said he was also not aware. Asked to confirm that the results he referenced in his report were not the original copies from INEC, the witness said, "They are original results from the IREF portal and they are still there." More so, the witness told the court that International Organization for Standardization (ISO) certification was a statutory requirement for organizations like the INEC under the National Information Technology Development Agency (NITDA) Act. Meanwhile, shortly after the court discharged Dr. Ugwoke, another witness, Mr. Emmanuel Edet, mounted the box as the 11th witness in the matter. Edet, a legal practitioner and head of legal services at NITDA, said he was subpoenaed to appear before the court. While being cross-examined by counsel to the APC Fagbemi SAN, the witness said he was aware that the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy had, in the wake of the presidential election, disclosed that over 16 million attempts were made to hack INEC's ICT infrastructure. The witness said he was equally aware that INEC, an independent body, did not need the authority of any agency to conduct elections. After the court discharged him, the petitioners called their 12th witness, Mr. Tanko Yunusa, who told the court that he was a member of LP's election situation room. Mr. Yunusa identified a bundle containing several letters the party wrote to INEC. Besides, he told the court that over 18,088 results the commission uploaded to its IRF portal were blurred. The Justice Samani-led panel adjourned for the hearing on the matter till Friday to enable the respondents to cross-examine the witness. Meanwhile, the 26 petitioners witness in the petition of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) challenging the victory of President Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima has testified that the results contained in the 110 Bvas machines he inspected were deleted. Hilda Uwala, a forensic analyst, tendered 7 volumes of report based on 110 Bvas machines inspected. While being interrogated by the Inec Council, he admitted that he was not in Abuja when the elections were conducted and that nothing was wrong with the Bvas machines when he inspected them. He also added that he didn't interview any of the election presiding officers and did not know if anything was wrong with the Bvas machines on election day. Inec further told the court that the 110 Bvas machines inspected in the Federal Capital Territory constitute only 3.5% out of the 3,163 devices allocated to Abuja and less than 0.06% of the total number of Bvas deployed across Nigeria. To verify the witness's claims on deleting of results, Inec's lawyer brought 4 Bvas devices for the witness to inspect, but he refused, saying it was professionally wrong to do that as the figures might be tampered with. Uwala added that he couldn't identify the Bvas machine given to him as one of those he interrogated. He was asked how he got the figures stated in his report, since he admitted that the results were deleted, and he said the device he used in accessing the Bvas has the capacity to recover deleted results.
Tribunal, how they fully admit that the metadata evidence of Peter Obi was removed by the Inec chairman. All of them were wiped out from the Bvas, so there is no data to prove that Peter Obi won the election. Why would they do such? Because they know that there were election malpractice. At this point, I give up on Tinubu, because sometimes I felt like, okay, maybe he won, but for this evidence that the Peter Obi and Atiku is bringing out, apart from not allowing Peter Obi supporters to vote, for me personally, I believe that the Inec chairman and Tinubu did a lot of election malpractice, like wiping out the metadata evidence of Peter Obi and replacing Peter Obi votes, stolen Peter Obi mandate. There are lots more.
The Presidential Election Petitions Court has admitted as evidence a report which says that the Amazon web server that provided cloud services for Inec's digital backbone for the presidential election did not experience any glitch on election day. The report was tendered through a witness subpoenaed by the Labour Party, Claretta Oga, whose identity was submitted as a cloud engineer, an employee of Amazon Web Services Incorporated, USA. The report details the health status of the Amazon Web Server that provided cloud services for Inec's digital backbone for the presidential election. A snippet of the report contents revealed that there was no glitch that could have affected the e-transmission of results on February 25, 2023, when the presidential election was held. The court then admitted the documents totaling 6 copies amid objections by Inec, Tinubu, Shettima and the APC. The cross-examination of the witness is scheduled for Tuesday, June 20, because all the respondents insisted the contents of the report had just been served on them and were too technical, requiring them to study it to prepare their cross-examination of the witness. The court conceded to their request, only allowing petitioners to take the evidence in chief of the witness. Also on Monday, Peter Obi and the Labour Party again called the attention of the court to what it termed the frustrations encountered in their engagements with Inec to obtain certain documents needed for their case. Counsel for Obi, Jibrin Okutekpa, SAN, told the court that having applied several times to Inec, the petitioners have only received IREV reports from a few local government areas in Lagos and Gombe, accusing the Commission of delaying proceedings even when they are aware that proceedings are time-bound. In reply to the allegations, counsel for Inec, Abubakar Mahmood told the court that the only letter he had received was dated May 15, 2023, which he replied to on the same day, and that all subpoenaed witnesses have been brought to testify in court. The 5-man panel, however, urged the lawyers to put their houses in order. In the matter between PDP, Atiku and Tinubu, APC and Inec, Three presiding officers of the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) on Monday told the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) that the refusal of bimodal voter accreditation system (Bvas) to transmit the presidential election results on election day frustrated their jobs. The officers admitted that the results of the Senate and the House of Representatives were transmitted unhindered and that the problems of technical hitches arose at the point of transmitting only the presidential poll results. Testifying on the subpoena at the ongoing hearing of petitions challenging the outcome of the February 25 presidential election, the three witnesses admitted that the election process went well until the Bvas machines refused to work. The three witnesses are Janet Nuhu Turaki, Christopher Bulus Ardo, and Victoria Sani, who served as Inec's presiding officers at Yobe, Bauchi, and Katsina states respectively. They were summoned by the court through the joint application of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Abubakar Atiku to appear before it and give account of their experiences in relation to results transmission during the last presidential election. Janet Turaki, who first testified in the petition filed by former Vice President Abubakar Atiku against the election, said that the accreditation of voters was successful, but that the process became frustrating when uploading the election results. She emphasized that while the result of the National Assembly election sailed smoothly, that of the presidential poll failed and refused to work throughout the day. The witness, however, informed the court that the collated results in the forms EC8A were signed by the party agent and herself as Inec's presiding officer. In his evidence, Christopher Bulus Ardo told the court that he felt unfulfilled in his assignment with Inec on the election because he could not transmit the presidential election results as required by law. In her own, Victoria Sani said she could not remember the candidate that won the presidential poll in Katsina State, but insisted that all did not end well due to the inability to transmit the presidential aspect of the February 25 election. Monday's proceedings were conducted by Tayo Jegede SAN for Abubakar Atiku and PDP as petitioners, Abubakar Mahmoud SAN for Inec, Chief Wole Olanipekun SAN for President Ahmed Tinubu, and Charles Edosoy SAN for the All Progressives Congress (APC). Meanwhile, the presiding justice of the court, Justice Haruna Simon Samani, has fixed June 20 for the continuation of the hearing in the petition.
So I don't even know how is it going to be possible for the first time in Nigeria history if Peter Obi happened to win this election. Would they be able to remove Tinubu from power now that Tinubu is appointing everybody, trying to put things in place? If you think it's going to be possible that if Peter Obi won, do you think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will step down easily? And what means do you think Bola Ahmed Tinubu can step down if he loses this case? I want to know, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What do you think that, okay, despite these people have won, maybe they are doing great things, should we just allow them to do their 4 years? Or do you think, okay, let's give the mandate to the people who actually won the election? What do you guys think? If you have watched this video to this very moment, God bless you. I appreciate. Please give these videos a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts in the comment section. It helps these videos to grow. Let's dialogue in the comment section. Until we meet again, stay tuned, Plan B TV. Peace out.
Get to subscribe, to get notified. And as you they share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.